No. That can't be true. That can't be. Let me see that. That can't. Salford signed. Hello, folks. Welcome back. It's a transfer special, a Premier League transfer special. I wonder if anything's going to happen. Seriously, we're still allowed to do this. Hello, welcome back to Ben Sports News. Breaking transfer news here. It's a return for Mikel Renard. The Frenchman spent some time at Salford before and they're in the market already this window. It's a signing that they're very excited about. Strikers needed at Moor Lane and finally they've got one. Mikel Renard makes his return to Salford. Manager Dr. Benji very pleased with the signing. Thinks it'd be good to have him back around the place and could be a superstar this season. Now they're in the Premier League. Any more news from Salford coming to you from us? You'll find out here first on Ben Sports News. As if we're allowed back on. Last time was a shambles. This would be way... End it. So yes, Renard is back. He's 22 now. If those who have been following the series a little while, you remember his 2 loan spells in the first 2 years we were in the Championship. We didn't get him back for a third year because Angers, well, they wanted to play him and didn't play him essentially. He went on a move to Genk and scored 5 in 7, so he did okay there. But in that one season, we saw him be prolific. Now we've obviously got Marius, who will be our first choice, but Renard, a fantastic, in my opinion, second, third choice striker. Maybe going to bring another one in as well. Who knows? Maybe you'll find out. But yeah, 22 years old, Frenchman. I'm happy. 20k a week's quite a lot, but I think he's good. So there we are. News breaking here, it's Jordan Kostov, the former Liverpool man and the Bulgarian goalkeeper, 24 years of age. We're finding out all sorts of stats about him, has moved to Salford. The deal was done for £2.1 million, hadn't been getting into the Liverpool first team at all, had been struggling on the peripheries of that team, has got to the Salford team. There's been talk, will Jim Williams return to the Salford team? Will Kostov play second fiddle? What will happen to Brian? You'll find out here first on Ben Sports News. Indeed. So, next up is Jordan Kostov. And as you can tell, he is a goalkeeper. He has 4-star potential, currently 3.5 star, according to our sort of coaching stuff. 6'3", looks solid, looks decent. It may well give you an indication to whether we get another goalkeeper in. I guess what I'll do is, I'll keep this as a little thing. We sign another goalkeeper. You may or may not have worked out who it is. But Jordan Kostov, 24 years of age, as I said, been at Liverpool, played 1 season with them and didn't, I think he was sort of like second choice, but was forced to play through an injury or something like that. Didn't play at all last year. 2.1 million, I think is a bit of a steal for a player of his quality. So I'm very pleased. He'll be in the mix, let's put it that way. Reports reaching us here that Salford have been in the news again. AIK have been in touch, and we've confirmed it with Salford City that they are signing Adam Hansen, not formerly of a boy band, though he sounds like he could be. He's signing the central midfielder, playmaker, we're told, from Sweden. Has been part of their first team already. Only at 20 years of age, could nail down a place in this Salford team. We know they were looking for midfielders after previous players have left on loan. Ben Tierney, amongst others, won't be returning to Salford this season, so they've had to go back into that market. Again, interesting player, Swedish international at under 21 level, joins Salford on I think it's a 3-year. We don't know. For some years, we'll find out next. Ben Sports News. There'll be more probably if we are allowed to keep our licence. So, Adam Hansen, a passing machine. That's what I'm hoping he'll be anyway. You can see there 17 passing, his standout stat, but his teamwork and his vision are also very good. Physically, he's solid. I've no concerns about his physical attributes at all. He's got time to grow as well. 20 years of age. He's currently 3.5 star. Potential to be 5 star. By the end of the season, he could be phenomenal. We don't know. £17,000 a week compared to a deep line playmaker or an advanced playmaker or just a central midfielder in the centre of the pitch. And that's where he'll be. So yeah, Adam Hansen, previously been at AIK, where he's been playing plenty of first team football for someone so young, so I'm pleased to have him aboard. Welcome back. It's us at Ben Sports News. Still here. Mario De Rose signing for Salford. Reports this afternoon announced that he will be making the switch to Salford City. He's a Belgian, again, under 21 international, another youngster, 23 years of age now, though, and is making the switch. There's rumours already circulating that manager Dr. Benji will be calling him The Rose rather than Mario De Rose, so it's something to look out for. Obviously, we've had the fire and the burn in the past. Will Salford continue the trend of adding the in front of names that he decides to change with no real rhyme or reason? But we've heard here at Ben Sports News that is certainly a possibility for Mario De Rose. The central midfielder comes in on a 3-year deal and looks like he could be nailing down, or at least competing with a central midfield spot with the boy from Sweden that we previously mentioned, who's Hansen, apparently. Hansen, he's apparently called. So, yeah. Seriously, I'll take this off. Don't think I won't. All right, I love this tile, but I'll take it off. Mario De Rose. We'll do it now. The Rose. There we go. It could be the next Timmy Simmons. I honestly don't know who Timmy Simmons is. Timmy Simmons was a former Belgian international, so that's good. 93 caps for Belgium even over a 12-year period. Won the Belgian league. So, and he won the Eredivisie with PSV a lot as well. So, yes, that's good. Yes, please. Going from Salzburg, Graham, it's strange because he's been playing consistently and goal scoring from midfield, and that's what we've not had really enough of in recent years. Physically fantastic, good passing, good technique, good leadership, and although it says 2.5 star, it reminds me of a player I had in the Swindon lot called Tadir, who was a sort of star rating wise wasn't a showpiece player, but did a job that was required within a team, and I feel like the Rose is that guy. So hopefully we'll see plenty out of him. Another playmaker, very similar to Hansen, but I think they can work together. Breaking news here, 2 Germans to join Salford City. Patrick Holscher already there at Salford and has got 2 friends coming with him. I think it's right back Mike Lenz is making the switch, the right back, better known as an attacking wing back, but could potentially be deployed in that right back spot and follow that up. Left winger coming in, Stefan Hos. It's just Hos. People professional. He's coming in Salford, the combined fee of around £2.5 million overall, so done very cheap here. We've yet to see Salford really go to the market for some expensive players and still in need of a few positions, so we'll have to see if anything breaks here at Ben Sports News. If it does, you'll be the first to know and we'll be the people to let you know, so look forward to that. So, a couple of Germans, and we will start with Mike Lenz. Better plays as a wing-back. We're going to train to play at full-back though, because that's where we need him this year. He's just an upgrade on what we already had. 3.5 star ability, very pacey, good athletic attributes, solid mentally for a 23-year-old, and could be better defensively, but again, if we just grow those sort of 12s there to 13s and 14s, then I think he'll come on strong. Still 23, so a little bit of time to grow. Has had a very patchy career, I would say, at Schalke. Did have one season where he played for their second team throughout the year, so he's got a season under his belt and he performed very well, so it's a bit of a step up for him. We'll see how he gets on. The second man is a left winger, Stefan Hos. Now, I don't know how you say his name. I think it could be Hos, I don't know. It's difficult to know. 3.5 star current ability, 5 star potential ability, very pacey, great crossing, good technique, work rate and teamwork, also fantastic. Plenty of and room to grow as well. 19 years of age. That's sort of a theme throughout, that some of these players have got room to grow. Yes, they're cheap deals, but there's room to grow with some of these players. I think there might be one more transfer. Is it? Yeah? No. That can't be true. That can't be. Let me see that. That can't. Salford signed Joe Hart. What? Why? How old is he? Still playing? 38! He's 38 years old. 38-year-old former England international. He's not playing. He's not going to be picked, is he? No. Former England international Joe Hart is making his way to Salford. I mean, is this real? Is this legit? I feel is this a prank? Are we one of those prank channels on YouTube where they're just not very good, but they fake it? Is this a fake prank, or is this really happening? It's really happening. Joe Hart makes the move then. 112 caps for England, and is now taking his place probably on the Salford City bench at this point. I don't know. What's he there? The Head and Shoulder sponsorship. It'll make sense now. For more, find us back here at Ben Sports News. What's our channel number? We're an online show. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, so 38-year-old Joe Hart. I think he's good. I think he's really good. physically, ignore the physicals. Don't you worry about those. But technically, goalkeeping-wise, he's got it all. 18 handling, 19 one-on-ones, 18 reflexes. To point out, a lot of the stats in his goalkeeping area are better than Jim Williams. Okay, I know it seems unlikely. I'll show you. I guess this is a good time to explain the Jim Williams thing. Yes, he's valued at 1.1 million. They want 40 upwards. I don't have 40 million upwards. The chances are, I think at least, he will replace David De Gea. If we compare him with Joe Hart, you can see that technically, in terms of being a goalkeeper, Joe Hart has got him on a lot of stats. Mentally and physically, yes, he's taken over. But Joe Hart will only be here for about a year. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Time to let you in behind the camera. That's it as far as the transfer things do. Now, I mentioned that we'd brought a player in last episode. I said, we've already made a signing, but I'll wait until next time. That man is Jack Partington. We got him, or Partington. Jack Partington. Oh, it sounds good, doesn't it? Defensive midfielder, only on £7,000 a week, which is very good. Physically good, passing and tackling, and that's what I wanted. Teamwork, work rate, determination, all the things you want with a defensive midfielder. We've got him from Villa for £1 million. They bought him from Peterborough, and he's not really, he didn't really settle in there, but I think based on some of his performances in the Championship for Peterborough, we could get the best out of him. Sit him in front of that back four. Obviously, we had some loans last year in those roles, and we needed to replace them. And this is one of the men to do just that. There's we brought back Renard. There's another familiar face, people. In fact, there's two. But we'll start with this one. Rob Wellington, 2-star current ability, 2-star potential ability. But again, his card is, his attributes, his card is better than the star rating, I think. Good passing, good technique. Mentals are very good. Physically still very capable. Some of his technicals, of course, from sort of long shots upwards could be far better. But we need cheap-ish midfield players to come in and play a role within the squad, and I think Rob Wellington is the kind of guy that can do that. Has already had 4 years with us. We let him go on a free where we got 17 grand a week at Leeds. He's come back, realised his mistake, £8,000, which is probably what he would have been on had he stayed with us anyway. But yeah, good to have him back. He was a top performer, especially in that final season for us, getting 11 assists with a 7.49 average rating. Final one. Christian Brandstrom. Now, you didn't see much of this guy last year because Kevin Quilty was our left back. We couldn't get him back this year. He's gone on loan to another Championship team, infuriatingly. Physically very good. I think mentally he's going to grow as well. 23 years of age, Swedish international, under 21. So when I say that, I just look at the caps and see it. Good heading, good marking, good tackling, can play further forward on the left side, but will be deployed as our left back with a little bit of room to grow. Not the greatest left back, but you've got to understand, folks, that we couldn't get, I'm not in a position to go and get the best players in these positions yet. Hopefully, once we've been in the Premier League a little while, that will then give us the opportunity. Hopefully. And that wraps it up then. We have spent 12 million. We've brought in no money at all. There's not a single loan there yet. Herbie Kane, Ryan Hurds and Deji have left, along with loads of other youth players that you've never met and never known of before anyway. So it's going to be interesting. We still have 15 million to spend. Now, you may notice we're at the 9th of August. It's the first day of the season. So shall we play it against Everton? Go on then. The team we're going to use looks a little bit like this then, the familiar faces along with some new boys as well. You're going to get to know them throughout the series, and our squad is of a sizable size, so plenty of people still here. I guess there could be some exits before the end of the window, and there could well be some entries into the squad as well. So let's take a quick run through of what I'm going to start the game with against Everton. Kostov's going to be in goal then, Lenz at right back, Brandstrom at left back, Nash and Holscher are two defensive players that have played together before. Partington just going to sit in front of those with the Rose and Hansen, the two playmakers in the middle. Vozar still here on the left-hand side, Thomas on the right, and Marius up top. And the good thing about that front three is that we've got Harrop, we've got Hose now, and then we've also got Renard that can come in and fill those gaps if needs be. But of course, if we can get some superstars in, and I don't know who they are yet, we've got some time left, they will be coming in. There may well be a transfer episode, part 2. Oh, and Andy Tano's still here, so that's good for now. Okay, the squad numbers have been dished out. I'm actually going to give Kostov number 1 over Joe. Actually, Joe Hart's only going for a year. Why not? Okay, the question is, are we going to recognise any Everton players? Okay. I'm looking at their team. I don't recognise a single person. Well then, there are lots of 27 million. Oh, this could be bad. This could be. My squad's not as. Vozar, how could he? Yeah, this guy's well on the. He's quick. Yildirim. This is awful. Okay, well, let's fight the good. Babacar's on their bench. That's a familiar face. I got Tannoy on mine. Oh God, just don't get battered. Do not get battered. Okay, I do want you to leave in the comments section. What do you think we need? Are there any places you think we should fill? I'm interested to know where you think we should be signing more players. The only there's a wealth of right wingers, but because I've got Jeff Thomas and Jeff Thomas and Josh Harrop, sorry. I've not got into the market for one, but maybe I will do if they keep putting themselves in front of me. We're 30 seconds in here. Everton come forward. That's a fine start. We're attacking, not anymore. So, yes, it's the Premier League. We're finally here. It's nice to be here. I'm just shitting myself. Okay, we bring the ball forward. This is still the first highlight from the first moment. Jeff Thomas went down that right side. It's finally ended. And a few minutes later, Everton come forward again. Oh, no. Oh, that's a cost off. Thank you. Now, we have to form a relationship with some of these players. I don't know them so well. You never get a second chance to make a good first impression. And that some of these players need to take that on board. The Rose. It's just nice to have a player with the in his name. What I'm noticing is that Everton are passing it around very quickly and very precisely. And we can't get near them. I feel like our midfield might be too creative as they come through here. Post. White beam. Marius, he's on the ball. Is it time for a chance? Or are we going to lose it in sad circumstances? The Rose is on it now. We know he can keep the ball. He's a technician. Vosa on this left-hand side. Plenty of space to run into. Vosa! Oh my, we've got 1-0 up. Salford 1, Everton 0. I mean, it came out absolutely nothing and my voice couldn't have gone higher pitch. I mean, it's a bit of a smash and grab. It is our first shot, but... Oh my boy, well, so the ball gets played across. Vosa is on it like a flash, and he just fires it in that far corner. We saw it in the playoff semi-finals. He's done it again here. Okay, there's not long before half-time is upon us, and it'll be a dreadful time to concede as Reyes gets it on the edge of the box, plays it to Famous. I mean, I love that. Abdullah with it now. D'Alessandro, lots of players we've never heard of, but are doing terrible things to us. Reyes, just let's try and hold them off, boys, until half-time at least. Famous goes past his man, gets it. Partington has given it away. Kostov, as I said before, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, my man. The Bulgarian in goal. Can he keep it out just before half-time to send us in 1-0 up? Stepping up now? No, he can't. So at half-time, I'm going to get calm. I realise that Steve Neville, I'm just going with Steve Neville now. I do know it's Phil Neville, but we're just going with Steve. He obviously played for Everton, so he should know them well. It's my logic. Now, the concern is we've not really been in that first half. They have been in it. But Vosa scored our first Premier League goal. We took the lead. I think that's the important thing to remember. We took the lead. Okay, we're coming forward with it. I'm just fearful of a counter-attack. Lenz has got it on this side. Into Jeff Thomas. To the Rose now. Back out to this right side. Got a little bit of space if you can get the ball in. Decides to go back to Partington. I love saying that. There's something about it. Marius. Hansen now. Are we going to create... Showdy. It's Babacar, one of the former Parma boys. Babacar plays it across. Oh, it's a good save. His name's in all capitals. That's weird. 15 minutes left to go. We will bring on Hose. He's a winger, though, not an inside forward. And we're also going to bring Renard on for Marius, who's had little impact. Come on. Can we find another goal? I mean, a draw in the first game, considering we're getting absolutely tanked, is fine. As the time ticks down, are we going to get a point? Are we going to get a point on the board early doors? This year, by the way, folks, survival. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to survive. A point at home to Everton, we'll take it. We saw some of their players pre-game. We're all over it. As the time ticks down then, it's been an accomplished performance from our side. Salford 1, Everton 1. We're holding our own in the Premier League. We're not bottom, let's put it that way. I'm happy with that performance. They seem delighted, and that wraps up the episode. Right then, folks, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you can aim for, let's say 1,500 likes, transfer special, bit of an exciting one, 1,500 likes. If you enjoyed it, smack it on there, and let me know again in the comment section, what should we be doing? What do you think of the transfer so far? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm scared. But that doesn't bring to end, so with love, with care, from me, Dr. Benji. Until next time, I'll see you again very soon. Sinister, Macaulay Kid here, on form for Swansea in the Championship.